My name is Maria O'Shoddy and I'm from Extant, the company who has created this project. It is an experimental journey because it's the first time that forum theatre has ever been done based on visual impairment. Over the past month or so, we have given the job to 4 visually impaired actors to go out and to research amongst groups of visually impaired Londoners. The actors then brought their research back to the rehearsal space and have spent the last 2 weeks creating a play out of some of the research that, out of the issues that research brought up. I'd like to introduce you now to the director.
We're going to perform a short play for you. But here's the switch. We're in fact going to perform it twice. The first time, we'd just like you to pay close attention to what's going on in the play. The main character is a young woman called Jules, and plays those things that have been going on in her life over the last few weeks. When we perform it the second time, we want you, the audience, to disrupt it.
Excuse me, please, do you mind if I sit down?
Sorry?
Do you mind if I sit down and seat? It's for women and children and disabled people.
Oh, I'm blind.
We don't look very blind.
Well, it's my cane.
Oh, sorry.
Here, take my seat. Excuse me, do you not think you should wear dark glasses? It might make people realise you're blind better.
Well, I have a fraction of sight, so obviously if I put dark glasses on, I won't be able to see a thing.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Perhaps if you display your cane more prominently, that would help.
Thanks for that.
Stop.
Okay, who said stop? Person over in the left-hand corner. What's your name, sir?
Ben.
Ben. So you said stop. Why? Why would you want it stopped, Ben?
I just wanted to say, why don't you piss off?
So Ben thought that you might want to say, why don't you piss off? But I think that was quite loudly, well, commonly heard about. And do you think that will kind of help the situation along?
I think you should come over and do it.
So we can then sort of run that through and just see how it turns out. So, big hand for Ben.
Excuse me, but do you not think you might wear dark glasses? Then people realise that you're blind.
Oh, well, I've got some vision, so that would mean I can't see anything at all.
Oh, I see. Well, perhaps you should display your cane more prominently.
But why don't you just piss off?
Anybody else? Yes. So your name, sir?
Tim.
Tim.
Can I say that in that situation, I don't think telling someone to piss off is probably a good idea, because but also in that situation, there's something she could take very usefully from that guide, in that asking a passenger also to tell her when she's got to a stop is often a really useful backup, because the driver can often forget. So she could say, never mind dark glasses, can you tell me where to get Queen Street?
Jules?
Yeah.
There's a weirdo looking through your window from across the road. What? He's staying out of the house. What?
Vase. Did you move it?
I might have done. Sorry, Jules. Sorry. Hey, Jules, he's coming down the...
Okay, stop. Yes. Margot?
She has to make it very clear that her friend cannot do that. She cannot move things around like that, especially dangerous objects, because it could be quite fatal. If she wasn't there and she'd broken the vase, that could have been quite
So you feel that she should be a lot more clearer about the inconvenience and of moving things around. Do other people feel the same about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Margot, can we see you do that, please? Come on, my dear.
Jules? Yeah? The weird bloke staring through your window from his house? Whoops!
Sally,
Yeah?
you moved the vase.
I might have
done.
No, Sally, I've told you about this before. It's really dangerous when you go around moving things in the house. I can't see where they are. If you weren't here, I could have an accident.
Sorry.
Yeah? Can you
Okay.
please try to remember not to do it?
Sorry.
I love you so much, but don't do it again, all right?
I don't want to be having any trouble from you, you know, because you're here as a concession on my part. There aren't many landlords who'd have somebody like you.
Anyway, all we've got to worry about now is your disgraceful landlord.
There's always something.
Well, according to this, the repairs are definitely his responsibility.
According to what, Alistair? You're reading my tenancy agreement. When did I say for you to read my tenancy agreement?
Oh, I'm sorry,
I can't. What on earth are you doing? What else are you doing? Rifling from my mail?
Of course I'm not! You're ever so paranoid! You said the other day you wanted someone to read this to you.
Yes, but I didn't ask you. I've got someone coming over to do that. How dare you?
I thought they were a complete muppet!
You mean I've been talking to you for the last 20 minutes while I've been rifling from my tenancy agreement?
Sorry, I thought you knew what I was doing.
What is it next? Shopping in hot meals in a trolley?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I mean, Sal's trying to do this take over my conversation to make
I'm
decisions
not
for me.
like her, okay?
Well, I think you're afraid you are.
You said in the pub the other night that you had frustration because you couldn't read his tenancy. I remember offering to do it. I thought you said yes.
No, I did not say yes. I said someone needs to do it, but not you. You're not my carer, you're not my social worker.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've got the wrong end of the stick then.
I don't need you taking over like that.
I know. You're right. It was a mistake.
It just
Sorry.
means it's going to happen time and time again. I just can't.
Okay. I suspect Jules is looking for a reason not to go on and let the relationship develop. Right. Because I think she's nervous of what it might be. Right. So she's going to get rid of him really quickly on the basis of this one mistake.
So it's an excuse then?
She's got a valid point about the tenancy agreement, but if she felt a bit more confident and she genuinely felt equal to him, then she would find a way to deal with him effectively and then move the conversation on. Because if she actually wants the romance with him and she wants this to develop into something, she's going to have her focus on that. Whereas what she actually does in the scene is use it as a way to get rid of him and say, it's not going to work, like she leaps to the worst conclusion.
Okay. So what exactly would you like to see?
I'd like, because he softens and he says, oh, sorry, it's my mistake. He's making, you know, he's trying to deal with what he's done and he's learning and whatever. So when he softens and he says, oh yes, sorry, my mistake, I'd like her then to go to him in some way and say, listen, it's okay, I know there's things that we have to learn about each other and this is just one of them, and now shall we do something much more interesting?
I understand we have to learn things about each other. You're right.
I'm sorry, this is stupid. It was just presumptuous of me. Won't happen again.
So we're still learning, so
Yeah.
we think about you.
Yeah.
To learn, yeah.
There is no spice it up.
So, what now then?
I said before, I thought it could be a little bit worthy, but it wasn't. It was just really light touch.
Right.
Pressed all the right buttons.
Right.
Funny, well acted, well put together.
Yeah.
And you know, it worked. Really worked.
But no, I haven't seen anything like this before.
Brilliant.
Right.
Best foreign piece of theatre I've ever seen. And I thought this was really quite subtle. When they did it the first time round, I thought this is interesting because you've got to really listen to pick up on what is not going quite right. I thought it was actually more sophisticated in that sense than I've ever seen. You know, the obvious things of let me help you get up and down from A to B, that's obvious. But those issues, those power issues, are not often explored.
Right.
So I thought it was brilliant.